My name is Nitka. I'm the Battleship Operations Manager here on board Battleship Wisconsin at Nauticus. I want to thank you for joining me today on this Whiskey Wednesday virtual adventure. Tomorrow is the 30th of September, and it marks the 30-year anniversary of the Battleship Wisconsin's final decommissioning. She was decommissioned 30 September 1991, and most recently I was given this book, and as you can see here, Commanding Officer's Decommissioning Notes. So what I thought I would do for today's virtual adventure is to read a little bit from the speech that Captain Schroeff gave to all the dignitaries and guests that were on board that day for the final decommissioning. So if you bear with me here, I'm just going to read a little bit from the speech itself. So this is the decommissioning speech, 30 September 1991. No matter how awe-inspiring her lines, or rakish the angle of her bow, or impressive her armament, a warship can only be as great as her crew. USS Wisconsin is truly a great warship, and it's her crew, these men manning the rails today, and those who manned her rails in times past, who have made the battleship truly magnificent. The battleship is not a dinosaur. She is a shining example of American engineering, design flexibility, power, and when deployed on American resolve. The backbone and real power of any navy are the vessels which, by due proportion of defensiveness and offensive powers, are capable of giving and taking hard knocks. Captain Alfred Thayer Mahan's words are timeless and axiomatic to the Navyman. Our battleships fulfill those criteria to a T, and Wisconsin clearly demonstrated that power projection capability when she crossed the Atlantic Ocean, Mediterranean, Red, and North Arabian Sea to be the first capital ship in the Persian Gulf, just 16 days after leaving her home port of here in Norfolk. Her arrival doubled the power projection capability available to Commander, U.S. Naval Forces Central Command. The battleships are national assets. The centerpiece of battle groups every bit as forceful and powerful as required for credible power projection. In their size lies strength, which translates into survivability. An aggressor today would find it exceedingly difficult to stop a battleship's fighting ability with just one hit, or even several hits, from modern conventional weapons. The spirit of this crew remains undaunted. They are battleship sailors, just one cut above the very best. I know that in the intervening years, she would want to be remembered that in 3 wars, having earned 6 battle stars, not a single man of her beloved crew was lost to enemy action. She would want it to be remembered that she gave her best, and no one expected anything less. She would want it remembered that whether firing her mighty guns or sitting silently, she boosted the morale of troops on shore. Most of all, to Battleship Wisconsin's officers and crew, my thanks. You are the battleship's greatest strength. Ultimately, you set the highest standards and performed the functions designed into this warship. You defined the excellence inherent to the title, Battleship Sailor. You have, each of you, done truly a magnificent job. Because of you and the work you have done, Battleship Wisconsin performed when the nation called, and will be ready when required to answer her country's call again. Fair winds, following seas, forward for freedom. This is just an excerpt of the speech that Captain Schroeff gave to the distinguished guests there visiting that day, former crew members from years past, and also what was left of the ship's company on decommissioning day. Now, the ceremony took place on Pier 5 here at Naval Station Norfolk, and it was a mere 2 years, 11 months, and 12 days from her recommissioning to her decommissioning for that final period in the 1980s, 1988 to 1991. What you see here is Captain Schroeff, Captain Blesh here in the center. Captain Blesh was the commanding officer and also the commanding officer prior to Desert Storm. Captain Bill took us through Desert Storm, and then when we came back home, Captain Schroeff finished and decommissioned the ship. This picture was taken on the pier that day, 30 September 1991. I want to thank you all for joining me today. I hope that you have the opportunity to come visit us. 30 years of inactive service now, and Every day there's more things to see, more things to learn. The crew here on board Battleship Wisconsin today is very eager to show you around our beautiful battleship, and we hope that you can come visit us. See the new things that we're working on, restoration groups, working on different spaces to open up to the public, and we welcome you to come aboard. So thank you very much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day.